Colleen. Good evening. I hope this isn't a bad time. I just wanted to ask you something quickly, if that's okay? Mila! No, not at all. The little one just went to sleep, and I was finally sitting down with some tea, so your timing's actually perfect. What's up? Thank you. I'll be quick, I promise. So, my husband and I are coming up on our 10th wedding anniversary this year. Oh, 10 years already? Wow, that's a milestone. Congrats. Thanks. Yeah, we thought it might be nice to get each other something a little special to mark the occasion. Like a ring, maybe, something we can keep forever. Ooh, a ring? Oh, that's lovely. Going for something simple or something flashier? Well, we were thinking something elegant but meaningful. And actually, that's part of why I'm messaging you. I remember you work at that jewelry store near the station, right? The one with the velvet curtains and the antique chandeliers? Yes, that's the one. Guilty as charged. It's a bit of a niche place, very selective clientele. Not to brag or anything, but yeah, we deal in some rather exquisite pieces. Exactly. That's why I wanted to ask. I actually looked it up online and the website is so vague about how to make a reservation. It didn't even list a phone number, just said something about referrals only. Is that true? Yes, that's correct. We're a referral-only boutique, mostly private appointments. Some of our clients are kind of, well-known, so we keep things pretty tight-lipped, you know? Wow, well, that makes sense. Honestly, that's part of why I was drawn to it in the first place. Everything looked so tasteful. The pieces just had this presence. It's silly, but ever since I saw one of your posts a while back, I've had my heart set on something from your store. Oh, you saw my post? Oh, that must have been the emerald set we featured last spring. That one sold within 2 days. The client flew in from Spain just to pick it up in person. He said it was well worth the first-class trip, too. Yeah, it sure was stunning. So, I know this is a big ask, but would it be possible for you to introduce me, just to make the reservation? I totally understand if that's not something you can do, of course. Well, I mean, I appreciate you asking so politely, but to be honest, it might be a little tricky. Oh, of course, I get that. Is it because of the store's policy? Partly yes, but also, you and I aren't exactly in the same circle, are we? It's not a personal thing, it's just the way the store operates. The referrals are usually for close contacts. You know how it is. Oh, well, I guess it's your store, so I can't force you to give me a reservation. I understand completely. It was just a thought. We've been saving up for this anniversary for a while, so I thought if I asked, maybe we could work something out. But, oh well, I'll have to look elsewhere. Saving up? Huh. I mean, not to sound rude, but are you sure this is the kind of place you want to be shopping at? I'm not sure what you mean. It's just, well, I don't want you to waste your time or be uncomfortable, you know? The clients we serve tend to be, how should I put this, accustomed to a certain standard. Right, I'm not expecting anything over the top, just something nice, meaningful, within our range. Okay, but sorry, I have to ask, are you sure you and your husband can even afford that kind of purchase? Like, comfortably? Excuse me? Don't get me wrong, I'm just trying to be realistic here. I mean, no offense, but I saw your husband the other day when he was out at the mall. Okay. He was wearing this faded Aloha shirt that looked like it came from a clearance bin at a thrift store. And the jeans? They were absolutely torn to shreds. I thought he was part of a street performance or something. Or perhaps he was part of the streets in general. Okay, and why are you bringing up what my husband was wearing at the mall? Well, image says a lot, doesn't it? Especially when you're trying to step into a luxury space. And I just thought, wow, if that's what he wears in public, maybe finances are tighter than you're letting on. He wears vintage clothes. That's his thing. It's not a reflection of our financial situation. Vintage? Honey, there's vintage. And then there's, I haven't bought a new shirt since 2008. Let's not kid ourselves. You're getting pretty close to being rude now, Colleen. I'm just being honest. Look, it's not personal, but if you showed up at our store dressed like that, or even mentioned being introduced by me, it'd raise eyebrows, and not the good kind. So you're saying we're, what, too poor looking? Well, I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You have to understand we've worked very hard to cultivate a certain clientele. If someone walks in looking like they glued their outfit together with coupons and hope, it cheapens the entire atmosphere. Wow, wow. Yeah, wow's all I've got. And listen, I'm not trying to be mean, but can we be real for a moment? If money's that tight for you two, maybe skip the ring and just give each other something else that's meaningful, like a handwritten card or a nice pack of gum. I can't believe you're talking to me like this. Oh, it's nothing personal, really. I just hate seeing people get in over their heads. The store isn't for, people at the bottom of the social hierarchy. If word got out that I referred you, the assumption would be that you and I are in the same league. That would reflect poorly on me. So you're judging not just me, but everyone I know. Well, the apple doesn't fall far from the clearance rack, does it? Well, I guess that settles it. Thank you for your time, Colleen. I'll look into other stores. I'm sure we'll find something that suits us just fine. Oh, so you're really going through with it. How brave. I mean, sure, there are plenty of other stores. None quite like ours, of course, but I suppose somewhere out there's a jeweler who'll sell you a modest little trinket. That's the plan. Like I said, this was just an idea. I appreciate you responding. Of course. Always happy to be transparent. You know me. Better a little honesty now than disappointment later. Right. Oh, but if you do end up buying something, do send me a photo, won't you? I'd love to see what kind of ring you wind up with. I've always been curious about what the less fortunate portion of society considers special. Since we'll be shopping elsewhere, I don't think it really concerns you anymore. I wouldn't want to trouble you with my less fortunate choice of jewelry. Aw, don't be shy. I'm just trying to be supportive, even if it's something modest. It's the thought that counts, right? And besides, this could be an excellent business opportunity for me. Is that so? Sure, I could use whatever pawn shop relic you end up finding as inspiration to open up a whole new line of jewelry stores aimed at people like you. It would be like a jewelry shop for beautiful people, but everything is made out of plastic. That way, people who think fine dining means a steak bought on a discount at the supermarket could get a taste of real luxury. How generous of you. Anyway, I think I'll leave you to work out this remarkable new business plan by yourself. Good night, Colleen. Going to bed already? Oh, I get it. People in your economic class have to get up early in the morning, don't you? Otherwise, people who actually matter, like me, would have no one to serve us coffee or clean our bathrooms. I said good night. Mila, what's going on with you today? Were you just pretending not to see me just now? I was waving like an idiot in front of the daycare, calling your name. You looked right at me and walked away. So, yeah, do you have anything to say to me? Not in particular, no. I saw you waving, yes, but I didn't feel like acknowledging you, so I didn't. That's all. Wow, seriously? You mean to tell me you're genuinely giving me the cold shoulder like some high school mean girl? Back up. I'm the mean girl? After you insulted my husband, mocked our finances, and spread your vicious lies about us around to anyone within earshot? Oh, come on, that's not what happened. Don't lie, Colleen. I know exactly what happened. You took my request, which I made politely and privately, and turned it into a running joke. You told people I was begging. You called us bottom feeders. You told people we should be putting our money toward having presentable clothing rather than jewelry. Oh, you're still on about that. Mila, it was a joke. You can't honestly be mad about that. A few offhand comments between friends are nothing to throw a hissy fit over. And as for word getting around, that's not my fault either. People talk. I can't control it. Let's make a few things clear. First of all, you didn't just make an offhand comment, Colleen. You decided I was beneath you and went out of your way to humiliate me for even asking about a ring. Then you went to all of your friends and started spreading all sorts of vile gossip about me and my husband. I think you're being way too sensitive. I just said what everyone was thinking. You know how it is. If someone walks into a luxury store and thrift shop clothes, people notice. You don't know anything about us. You made assumptions and treated us like garbage. That's not honesty. It's just cruelty dressed up in pearls. Okay, fine. So I was a little blunt, but can we move past it now? Actually, I meant to ask you something. I noticed something today. Were you wearing a ring? Why, yes, Colleen. Yes, I was. I thought so. I only saw it for a second, but it practically blinded me. That diamond, that wasn't costume jewelry, and the setting, it looked custom. I know jewelry like you know the welfare system. My goodness, you do have very good eyes for jewelry, don't you? If it looked custom, that's because it was custom. Wow, I have to say I'm shocked. No offense, of course. It's just, when I think of you, I don't exactly picture high-end custom diamond rings. Yeah, you made that perfectly clear the last time we spoke. Oh, don't be like that. I'm actually trying to give you a compliment here. Honestly, that ring had presents. Where did you get it? Was it a surprise? Anniversary gift? My husband and I designed it together to celebrate our anniversary. We both got rings, actually, so my husband has one with a similar design. Seriously, you two? Wow. Honestly, good for you. That's bold. So now I have to ask, where on earth did you get that ring, and how much did it set you back? Since you're so curious, we were referred by another friend, not to your store, obviously, a different boutique, one that didn't make a sport out of belittling people who have the audacity to ask for a reservation. Oh, really? Which boutique? I can't think of any that would both custom make a ring like that and let people like you in. It doesn't matter. What matters is we met with a designer, sat down together, discussed stones, cuts, metalwork. We went full custom, and the pair of rings came out to $600,000. 600,000? That's right. For both rings. That's how much a one-of-a-kind, custom-made, high-end ring costs. You should know that. You're joking. That can't be real. You expect me to believe you spent that much? Oh, come on, Mila. I saw your husband's clothes with my own eyes. I could smell the thrift store from across the parking lot. And that right there is your problem. You think you can assess someone's worth from the fabric on their back. Well, excuse me, but when someone's wandering around in torn-up jeans and a wrinkled Aloha shirt from 1985, I don't exactly assume they're rich. That wrinkled Aloha shirt is a vintage button-up made by a team of native Hawaiian designers. It's one of only 4 of its kind. The jeans were hand-dyed and part of a limited production run that was made for the board of directors of a Swiss bank. Collectors would pay over $100,000 for either of those. What? But, it looked like something he pulled out of a donation bin. Because you don't know what you're looking at. You see frayed denim and loud prints and assume cheap. Meanwhile, people who actually know fashion would recognize it in a second. So he's not unemployed? No, Colleen, he's not. He works in international trade, specializing in exports and acquisitions. And when he's not doing that, he manages a rental property he inherited from his grandfather. The mortgage is fully paid, so anything we earn beyond property taxes is pure profit. He could probably quit his job, and that property alone would be able to sustain our current lifestyle. You never mentioned any of this before. Because I don't need to. We don't wear status on our sleeves. And I certainly didn't think I had to justify our income just to ask you for a favor. But you made it sound like you were on a budget. You said you'd been saving. Saving and struggling are not the same thing. We're careful with money, yes. We don't buy to impress strangers. We buy what matters. 600,000? That's more than some people make in a year. What do you mean, some people? We're not talking 1% or even 1% of 1%. How are you so clueless about how people in this country actually live? But setting that aside for a moment, let's have some real talk, shall we? You turned away a client who was ready to drop 6 figures just because her husband didn't look the way you wanted him to. How do you think your clients would feel about that? And if that doesn't do it for you, how do you think social media would feel about that? Okay, calm down, Mila. If I had known, I swear I would have brought you in myself. I mean that. I could have given you a full VIP experience, private vault access, champagne service, whatever you wanted. It's too late for that, Colleen. No, it's not. Just hear me out. I'll waive the appointment fee. I can get you a consultation with our head designer. I'll even offer you internal pricing, just between us. You won't believe the pieces we reserve for elite clients. You already showed me what you reserve for the people you think aren't elite. That told me everything I needed to know. But you didn't give me the full picture. I didn't know your husband was in international trade, or that you had property income, or that you could drop $600,000 on jewelry. Why would any of that matter? Because if I'd known, I wouldn't have... Exactly. You wouldn't have insulted me. You would have smiled wider, talked sweeter, made space for me in your inner circle, because suddenly I'd be worth something. That's what this is about for you, isn't it? Who's worth your time, who isn't? Oh, that's not fair. It's completely fair. You judged me the second you saw my husband's jeans. You didn't ask, you didn't wonder, you just assumed. I made a mistake, okay? A mistake is forgetting someone's name. What you did was deliberate. You ridiculed me and gossiped about my family because you thought we didn't belong in your world. I said I was sorry for that. Yeah, you said that, but are you really? No, you're only saying that you're sorry now that you think I'm valuable. But can't we move past this? We had an unfortunate little mix-up, but we can be friends from now on. I was thinking, how about we throw a little jewelry party? You can invite your friends and your husband's colleagues. I'll bring some of the latest designs we have available, and if anyone's interested, they can buy them on the spot. What do you say, Mila? I say you won't be hearing from us again. And I'll be making sure no one I care about walks into a store where kindness is conditional. Colleen kept trying to reach out even after that. She sent me text messages, waved at me like an idiot, even left small gifts in my mailbox, but I didn't respond to any of them. I hadn't forgotten the way she had mocked me or how quickly she turned my trust into gossip. Word spread, as it always does. Other moms stopped talking to her once it came out that she had been making up all those stories she spread about me. A lot of them came up to me and apologized for even having listened to her gossip, even if they didn't believe it. Her store started losing regulars. A few of her richer friends quietly took their business elsewhere. It's not to the point that she'll go out of business, but I think she'll be changing a few of her policies. Once her husband found out, they both came to my house to apologize. I accepted their apologies, but made it clear there'd be no friendship going forward. People love to judge what they don't understand, but when cruelty becomes your habit, the world has a way of returning the favor.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
I can see it very clearly now. You're just getting out of the bath, steam still rising off your skin, silk robe half tied, and wishing that you had a certain special someone there to help you untie it the rest of the way.
This is my company phone, Kirk. If you have something work-related to say, then say it. Otherwise, I'd like to spend my evening in peace.
Oh, come on, don't act like this is some HR hotline. We're both grown-ups off the clock. We're just having a little chat. There are no rules here, sweetheart.
Actually, the rules don't disappear when the clock hits 6. You're messaging a colleague on a company-issued phone with clearly inappropriate content. I've asked you to stop before. This is your final warning.
God, you're sexy when you're stern. You're always so tight-laced at work. I can tell you're just dying for someone to cut through all that control and show you how it's really done. That's what you need, a man who knows how to take charge. Not some invisible husband you haven't seen in months.
Whatever rumors you've heard about my personal life don't give you the right to speak to me this way.
Rumors? You mean facts? Everyone knows you've been living alone. 2 months without your husband? That's a lifetime in married woman years. Don't tell me you haven't felt it, that itch. The kind that creeps up late at night when the bed feels too big and empty.
I will not dignify that with a response. You're clearly trying to provoke me, and I won't engage. But let me be absolutely clear. If this continues, I'll escalate it through the proper channels.
Proper channels? What are you gonna do, tell HR that I paid you a compliment? You think they'll care? They'll laugh behind your back. You're not some naive intern, Olivia. You're a full-grown woman. You know how this works.
Yes, I do. I know exactly how predators like you operate. You fish for cracks in people's lives, tell yourself you're doing them a favor, and then blame them when they say no. You think it's confidence, but it's just cowardice in disguise.
Cowardice? Nah, what I'm doing takes balls. Most guys wouldn't dare talk to you like this. They tiptoe, bow their heads, and keep their fantasies to themselves. Not me. I say what everyone else is thinking. You're the type of woman who walks around like she doesn't need anyone. But deep down, you're dying for someone to put you in your place.
Deep down, I am sick of the way you've been speaking to me lately. All I'm dying for is the ability to do my job without being harassed by a man who confuses entitlement with charm. If you say one more thing like this, I won't just report it. I'll make sure every word gets copied and submitted.
You really think this little HR game of yours is gonna work? Come on! You want me to stop? Say it with some conviction. Not that rehearsed respect my boundaries line you throw at everyone who threatens your little ice queen routine.
This isn't a routine. This is who I am. A woman who shows up, does her job, and expects to be treated like a colleague, not a conquest.
You can keep playing the frigid act, but I know what's underneath. That mask doesn't fool me. It never does. You'll cave. You always do. Cold ones like you, the moment someone really touches you, you melt like butter. And I've got the heat for it.
I wouldn't let you within 10 feet of me, not in this life or any other. You're not a man. You're a warning sign.
Whatever you say, but just remember, when that loneliness creeps in and the silence gets too loud, you'll be thinking about this conversation, and you'll wish you'd taken me up on the offer.
I won't, and for your sake, I hope this message is the last of its kind. Next time, there won't be a warning, just consequences.
Just your consequences, boundaries, HR, whatever makes you feel righteous. But I've been around long enough to know that sooner or later you'll break. And when you do, I'll be waiting. Hey, where did you go? Did you forget our little plan? I promised I'd give you a ride tonight, if you know what I'm saying. I've been waiting in the parking garage for you for 20 minutes.
Plan? There was no plan. I never agreed to meet you. I finished work early and got a ride from a colleague.
Wow, you just ditched me after everything? You don't even have the decency to tell me you're leaving? That's cold, even for you.
No, what's cold is you lurking around the underground garage trying to corner me. This is not the first time you've done this, and it's not okay. I want you to stop waiting around for me. Stop watching me.
Watching you? Are you serious? I'm not some creep with binoculars. I was just being considerate. I thought maybe you needed a little help getting home. God forbid someone look out for you.
Don't frame it like you're being generous. You're waiting around multiple times a week without my consent. You've followed me through the halls. You've loitered by the elevators. It's not helpful. It's invasive. It's harassment.
You really think I'm stalking you? Wow, this is some way to repay me for being available. I've been making sure that you're not alone, that you're safe, and you throw that in my face?
Safe from what exactly? Because right now you're the one making me feel unsafe. The fact that I have to explain this to you at all is exhausting. I am telling you directly, stop.
Okay, I love the hard-to-get act, but you're starting to overdo it. We've got a real connection, I know, but it's high time you started admitting it.
We have never had any sort of connection. You twisted professional courtesy into something it never was. I've been clear from the beginning that I wanted you to stop harassing me, and now I'm done being polite.
So that's it? You're gonna run to HR now? File some dramatic complaint and act like the poor victim? You think that's gonna end well for you?
If I need to report this to compliance, I will. And yes, I absolutely believe it will end well for me. Because unlike you, I have documentation.
You really don't want to go down that road, Olivia. That's a two-edged blade, you know. Sure, you could take it upstairs, but what if something comes back down on you?
Are you threatening me?
I'm saying maybe you're not as squeaky clean as you like to pretend. Maybe I know things. Things you wouldn't want dragged into daylight.
If you're trying to blackmail me, you're worse than I thought. I have done nothing wrong. I have nothing to hide and nothing you could possibly expose.
You sure about that? You don't think people would be interested in where you've been going after work lately? Who you've been meeting?
Whatever lies you think you've pieced together don't scare me. You have no idea what you're doing and you're in way over your head.
Maybe, or maybe I know more than you think. Enough to make a real mess of your nice little reputation. Enough to make people ask questions you really don't want them asking.
Then by all means try it. Because if you so much as whisper one more word about me behind my back, then HR is going to be the least of your problems.
Oh no, are you gonna sue me? Good luck with that. Newsflash, flirting isn't illegal.
You'll find out soon that there are some things that are much scarier than the legal system. Ray, I'm sorry for the late message. I know it's past midnight.
You know you can message me any time of day. I'll be there. What's wrong? Are you okay?
I'm at my sister's place. I couldn't go home tonight. Something happened again. It's Kirk.
Oh no, what did that creeper do this time?
I'm going to send you screenshots of the messages. It's gotten worse. Please, just read them. I don't want to retype everything.
I'm gonna kill him.
Ray.
No, don't stop me. What the hell is this? He's talking to you like you're some kind of plaything, like he owns you. He waited for you in the garage? He followed you?
He's been doing this for weeks. I kept hoping it would fizzle out. It started with disgusting jokes and turned into waiting around, sending messages at night, and now he's saying things like, I know more than you think, and you'll come around.
My God in heaven. He's clearly lost his grip on reality if he thinks any of this is acceptable.
I didn't want to dump this on you during your rotation. I know how much pressure you're under right now. I thought if I stayed quiet, he'd eventually move on.
You should have told me the minute it started. You're my wife. No job, no trip, no project is more important than your safety. I wasn't there, and he took advantage of that. He thought you were alone.
That's exactly it. I think he targeted me because I've been living alone while you've been away. He's been circling like a vulture. He thinks I'm vulnerable.
He's got it backwards. He's the one who's vulnerable now. I swear to God, if I was in that office right now, I'd be dragging him out by the collar. He thinks he can bully you into silence. He's out of his damn mind.
I'm not staying silent anymore. I've already scheduled a meeting with the compliance officer for tomorrow afternoon. I've submitted the messages, outlined everything, and I talked to our department head. He's promised to be in the room when I report.
Good! That's good! And I'm getting on the phone with my supervisor the second the sun comes up. I don't care if I have to threaten to quit. I'm coming home. This ends now.
Are you sure? I know this assignment has been important for you. You don't have to drop everything because of this.
Yes, I do. I should have dropped everything the second that bastard looked at you wrong. He's been harassing my wife for weeks, and I've been sitting out here smiling at training reviews like an idiot. That ends tomorrow.
Just hearing you say that makes me feel like I can breathe again. I've been holding it all in. I didn't want to be dramatic or emotional, but I've been scared, Ray. I really have.
You don't have to carry this alone anymore. I don't care what it costs me. I'm gonna be right there beside you. And if Kirk so much as breathes in your direction again, he won't just be facing HR, he'll be facing me.
Thank you. Really, I just needed to know someone was on my side. I needed to feel like I wasn't crazy for being scared.
You're not crazy, and you're definitely not overreacting. You were targeted, and now we're gonna make damn sure he pays for it. Hey, where'd you disappear to? Your desk's been empty all morning. Kinda hard to focus without my favorite view.
I'm currently away from my desk with prior approval. If you need something work-related, please go through the proper channel.
Relax, I'm not filing a report. Just saying, my daily dose of motivation is missing. It's tough out here with nothing pleasant to look at.
Again, I'm not available right now. Please refrain from contacting me unless it's urgent and professional.
Okay, but you know, I just noticed the boss isn't around today either. Which means we've got a little breathing room, don't we?
What are you talking about?
It means I can finally say what I've been holding back. No more dancing around it. No more subtle hints. Let's stop pretending, Olivia. You've been aching for this as much as I have.
What on earth are you trying to say?
I'm saying tonight's the night. My wife's out of town, which means no interruptions, no excuses. Just you and me, one-on-one, no distractions. I've got a bed, a stocked bar, and enough stamina to keep you up past sunrise.
Yuck. I'm having a hard time getting angry at that. It's just gross.
What, too forward? I figured we were past the flirting phase by now. Come on, don't act like you haven't imagined it. The tension's been building for weeks. I know you feel it too.
What I feel is disgust and an overwhelming urge to see you thrown in jail. What you just said wasn't a joke or a compliment, it was filth. And you're delusional if you think I've ever wanted anything from you.
There it is, fire at last. See, I knew there was something under all of that cold. You wouldn't get this worked up if I didn't hit a nerve.
You didn't hit a nerve. You confirmed everything I suspected, that you're a vulgar, predatory man with no concept of decency or restraint.
Oh, please, you say that now, but it's always the ones who talk like this that end up screaming my name later. You think I haven't seen it before?
You've seen a lot of things, I'm sure, but not me, not tonight, not ever. Keep talking, Kirk. Every message makes this easier to report.
Report what? That I asked a woman out? You really think they're gonna drag me into a tribunal because I offered a little after-hours comfort? And in case you forgot, I know all about your little secret. You don't want your husband to find out, do ya?
I wasn't planning to say anything until I'd filed the formal complaint, but since you're so convinced I've been sneaking around behind my husband's back, maybe it's time you heard the truth.
Oh, what truth? That you've been enjoying the attention this whole time? That you're not as innocent as you act?
No, that I'm 4 months pregnant.
What?
Yes, 4 months along, and just to spare you the mental gymnastics, it's my husband's child.
That's impossible! Everyone said that you two were living apart!
We are, temporarily. My husband's been assigned to a leadership training program out of town. It's work-related. He comes home when he can, which isn't often, but we talk every day. We're not separated. We're married, and happily so. I didn't realize I needed to broadcast that just to keep predators like you at bay.
No, you're lying. You're just trying to cover your tracks. That kid isn't his. It can't be. You've been going in and out of some guy's apartment building every other day. Don't play dumb. I've seen you.
You've been watching me?
I just happened to notice, and when something looks shady, I pay attention. So, don't try to flip this on me. I saw you more than once walking into that building near the station. You think I don't know what's going on?
Yes, I've been going there, and I'll tell you exactly who lives in that apartment. My father.
What?
My father lives there. He's widowed. He lost my mother last year. He has a chronic illness and lives alone. I go there to check on him, bring groceries, and make sure he takes his medication, drive him to appointments when needed. That's the big scandal you've been building up in your head.
You're kidding!
No, I'm not, and frankly, I'm appalled that you thought tailing me and drawing conclusions from a doorway made you some kind of genius. You didn't uncover an affair, you just proved how obsessed and invasive you've become.
But you never mentioned any of this before!
Because it wasn't your business. You're a coworker, not my confidant. The fact that you thought otherwise is exactly the problem.
You could have said something!
I owe you nothing. Not an explanation, not a warning, not a damn thing. You thought you had leverage, you thought you were catching me in some lie, and all you've really done is expose just how deep your delusions run. Is there a problem, Kirk? With a daughter caring for her elderly father? Oh, and since you seem so eager to know every detail of my life, let me clarify something else. About my husband, you actually know him.
What are you talking about?
Ray, from your department? You've worked with him for months. You've probably made small talk about vending machine coffee. That's him. That's my husband.
Wait, Ray? No way. He's your husband?
Indeed he is. And if you had spent more time doing your job and less time inventing fantasies, you might have realized that before now.
Holy, oh my God, Ray? The guy who deadlifts cars for fun? That Ray?
The very one, amateur bodybuilder, weekend MMA hobbyist. Above all that, he's a consummately traditional man, a trait that shows up the strongest when someone messes with his wife.
You've got to be kidding me. Why didn't you say anything earlier? You should have said something.
I don't owe you my biography, Kirk, and besides, it wouldn't have mattered. You didn't listen when I asked you to stop. You wouldn't have listened to that either.
Okay, look, this is all just a big misunderstanding. Just tell him I didn't mean any of it. I didn't know, all right? I thought you two were in a bad spot. Please, just talk to him, calm him down.
Do you honestly think anything I say is going to stop him?
Please, I'm begging you. I didn't touch you, I swear. I never touched you. It was just talk. It's just stupid talk.
You really think that matters to him? You think my husband reads those messages and thinks, well, at least it was just words.
Where is he? Is he here? Please tell me he's not.
He ended his rotation early and drove back into town yesterday evening. He should be walking into the building right about now. What's the matter, Kirk? Ray told me you looked like a ghost when he walked in the door. He also said that you screamed like a little girl and then ran and locked yourself in the bathroom.
I didn't scream. I was just surprised, that's all. I didn't expect them back so soon.
No, you didn't, because in your mind, I was some lonely, helpless woman you could chip away at until she caved. Now you're locked in a bathroom stall texting me for mercy. It's actually kind of pathetic.
Look, I get it. I messed up. I let things go too far, all right? But it's not like I'm some monster. I've just been under a lot of pressure.
Pressure?
My wife's pregnant. She's been moody as hell, always complaining, never satisfied. The moment the test came back positive, she basically shut the bedroom door in my face. And then she ran off to her parents' house, left me to deal with everything alone.
So you decided to turn your frustrations into a hobby? You decided you were entitled to someone else's body just because yours wasn't getting attention at home?
It wasn't like that. I'm not saying I was right, okay? But I have needs. I thought you'd understand. You seemed distant, withdrawn. I figured maybe we were in the same boat.
You thought I was fair game. That's what you're trying to say.
You look like someone who needed something. I thought maybe I could give it, that's all.
You know what pregnant women actually need, Kirk? Support, safety, and space to breathe. Their bodies are being torn apart to create life, and you, a husband and father-to-be, couldn't be bothered to show the bare minimum of respect to your own wife. And on top of that, you came sniffing around me like some dog who thought he deserved a reward just for noticing I exist.
You don't have to say it like that!
No, I really do. You need to hear this. What you did is shameful, as a husband, as a father, and as a man. And if you don't take a long, hard look at yourself now, you're going to destroy everything around you, one woman at a time.
Okay, I hear you. I get it. Just, please, can we keep this between us? I'll back off. I swear I'll never say another word to you.
It's a little late for that. Everything has already been submitted to HR and compliance. Every message, every time-stamped screenshot. And yes, both my husband and our department head have seen the entire chain.
Oh, God!
They'll be calling you in soon. If you've got excuses, you can try using them then. See how they land in a conference room with 2 senior managers and a printed copy of your filth sitting on the table.
Please, I didn't mean for any of this to go that far!
You pushed it this far. You chose this. Now you can live with it. If my husband allows you to live, that is. They moved Kirk to a desk with no phone, no clients, and no dignity. He quit before the month was out. Then the stories came. I wasn't the first, just the first who fought back. Several women stepped forward. His wife filed for divorce and sued for emotional damages. I filed for emotional distress and won. The total? Monthly child support, alimony, and multiple settlements. The man who used to brag about handling women now works night shifts, barely scraping by. His name circulates in HR seminars as a cautionary tale. I don't think he ever understood what he did, just that it cost him everything. A fitting future for a man who thought women were his for the taking.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey! Just letting you know I dropped Mikey off at your place. Thanks again. You're seriously the best. I owe you big time. Pam? Are you out of your mind? I just found him sitting on my front porch alone. You didn't even knock. You didn't even make sure I was home. Oh my gosh, calm down. He's fine. I left his backpack and his snacks, and he knows how to keep himself busy. It's not like I left him in the street or anything. That's not the point. He's a little boy, Pam. You don't just leave a child on a doorstep without checking first. What if I hadn't seen him right away? He could have wandered off. But you were home, so it's fine. I knew you would be. You're always around. You're super dependable. That doesn't make it okay. You didn't ask. You didn't warn me. You didn't even text ahead. You just decided to dump your son here without saying a word. Jeez, it's not like it's the end of the world. Mikey loves you. He's gonna have the best time. Seriously, you're doing me such a huge favor. Pam, you can't just drop off your kid and disappear. Especially not now. Your husband is literally in the hospital. He's dying, Pam! How can you just run away like this? Oh, come on. Don't guilt trip me. Arthur's getting the best care money can buy. There's nothing more I can do for him just sitting there looking miserable. That's your husband, the father of your child. And instead of being with him, you're sneaking off on vacation and throwing your responsibilities at other people. Oh my gosh, you're making it sound so much worse than it is. I just needed a little break, Amelia. I haven't had any time for myself in months. I'm barely holding it together. Everybody needs a break, but you don't just abandon your child without a word. You don't leave him crying on a doorstep while you go off to sip cocktails. Mikey wasn't crying when I left. He was totally fine. And you're not a stranger. You're basically family. I knew he'd be safe with you. Safe isn't enough, Pam. He needs someone who's actually ready to care for him. I have work. I have obligations. I have my own life. I can't just become his full-time parent because you decided you needed a break. It's just for a week, maybe 2 if things go well. You'll survive. And Mikey's super independent for his age. He's not some helpless little baby. A week? 2 weeks? You didn't even ask me! You just decided my life would revolve around your choices without a second thought. Ugh, you're blowing this way out of proportion. I thought you'd be happy to help. I really thought I could count on you. Helping is offering when you're asked, not being blindsided because someone didn't feel like handling their responsibilities. Wow, thanks for making me feel even worse. Exactly what I needed before my flight. Maybe you should feel worse, Pam. Maybe you should stop thinking about yourself for 5 minutes and realize what you're putting Mikey through. You know what, Amelia? I don't have time for this. I have earned a little happiness. I can't sit around crying all day. It's not healthy. He's your husband, Pam. He's your son's father, and you're running away when they need you most. I'm not running away. I'm coping, and Mikey's in good hands. End of story. Pam, you can't just... Gotta go. Boarding call. Thanks again. You're seriously the best. Love ya. Pam, don't you dare hang up. Pam? Pam! Pam, seriously, we need to talk. It's been 2 days, and I still have Mikey here. When exactly were you planning on picking him up? Oh my gosh, don't stress. I was gonna message you later today anyway. So funny thing, change of plans. I'll be back in like 3 weeks. Pam, I can't keep him for 3 more weeks. I have a job. I have things I need to do. I can't just drop everything for almost a month. Come on, it's not like it's a hardship. You and Mikey are bonding, right? This is good for both of you. Bonding isn't the issue. He's confused, Pam. He keeps asking when you're coming back. He's been waking up crying at night because he doesn't know what's going on. He's just adjusting. Kids are resilient, Amelia. A little time away from home builds character. Plus, you've got such a cozy place. Honestly, it's like a vacation for him, too. He's not on vacation, Pam. He misses his mom. And meanwhile, where even are you right now? Cancun, baby! White sands, turquoise water, all-inclusive everything. It's basically heaven on earth. Cancun? While your husband is in the hospital and your son is crying himself to sleep? Arthur has excellent nurses, Amelia. He's in good hands. Me sitting there and crying next to his bed isn't going to help anybody. And I really needed this, you know? I'm reconnecting with people I haven't seen in forever. Reconnecting? Who are you even there with? Just an old friend from high school. Someone who gets me, you know? It's been so good to have someone to talk to who actually listens for once. A friend, right. And you didn't think maybe your son needed someone to talk to? Or, I don't know, needed his mother? Mikey has you. He's lucky, honestly. Not everyone gets to hang out with someone as nurturing as you. You're giving him memories he'll cherish. Pam, he doesn't need a temporary babysitter. He needs his mom. He needs answers. I had to explain to his teacher why he wasn't in school today because I didn't even know what to tell them. School's overrated. Missing a few days won't kill him. Plus, you're creative, right? You'll find a way to keep him busy. Take him to the zoo or something. The zoo? Pam, it's not about entertaining him. He's scared. He's confused. And you left me with nothing. No schedule, no emergency numbers, not even his insurance card. You're resourceful, Amelia. I knew you'd figure it out. I mean, come on. You've got such a good head on your shoulders. You're basically Superwoman. Pam, flattery isn't going to fix this. You made a choice without even asking me, and now I'm the one trying to hold everything together while you're off drinking margaritas with your friend. Hey, don't judge. After everything I've been through, I deserve a little happiness, don't you think? It's not like I'm out here partying every day. Well, maybe a little, but still. Everyone deserves happiness, Pam, but not at the expense of people who depend on them. You're supposed to be his mother, not just when it's convenient for you. Wow, harsh. I thought you of all people would understand needing a break. Guess I was wrong. I understand needing a break, Pam. I don't understand abandoning your responsibilities to chase a few cheap thrills in Cancun while your son cries himself to sleep. Okay, ouch. That was unnecessary. Look, I'll send some money your way, okay? Order him some pizza, get him a toy or something. He'll be fine. It's not about money. It's about showing up for your child. Being there when he needs you. You can't buy your way out of being a parent, Pam. Whatever, Amelia. Not everyone can be Little Miss Perfect like you. Some of us actually need to breathe once in a while. Breathing is one thing. Abandoning your son is another. You might want to think about the difference while you're lounging by the pool. I don't have time for another lecture, Amelia. I'm meeting someone for dinner. Talk to you later. You mean your old friend? Tell them thanks for helping you forget about your family. Bye, Amelia. Try to have some fun with Mikey, okay? He adores you. He deserves better.
Hey, Amelia! Thank you again for coming to see me the other day. It meant more than I can say.
Of course, Arthur. I'm so sorry for everything. I wish I could do more to help. I really do.
You're already doing more than enough. Mikey told me you made him pancakes this morning. He was absolutely thrilled.
He's a sweet kid. He really is. He misses you so much. He keeps asking when he can see you again.
I miss him too, more than anything, but the doctors are pretty strict right now. Low contact, limited visitors, you know how it is.
I hate that it's like this. He just wants to crawl into your lap and stay there forever.
I want that too, believe me. But I don't want him to see me like this all the time. It's better he remembers me smiling, laughing, not hooked up to all these machines.
He loves you so much, Arthur, and he talks about you every single day. He's drawing you pictures. I'm going to bring them by when I can, if that's okay.
That would be wonderful. I'll hang them right here on the wall. Give me something nice to look at. I've made my peace with it. It's not fair, but not everything in life is. I've had good years. I've had Mikey. I can't be bitter about that.
You deserved so much better, Arthur. You deserved more time, more kindness.
Sometimes people show you who they really are when the storms come. You can either curse the storm or Be grateful you saw the truth before the end.
You don't deserve to be alone in this.
I'm not alone, not really. I have Mikey. I have a few good memories to hold on to, and I have people like you who cared enough to stay.
I'll be here, I promise. I'll help with Mikey however I can.
I know you will. You've always had a good soul, Amelia. Mikey's lucky to have you in his corner.
I don't know if I'm strong enough to do it without you.
You're stronger than you think. You're already doing it. Every hug, every bedtime story, every silly pancake breakfast. You're helping him heal, even if he doesn't realize it yet.
You should be the one doing those things, Arthur, not me.
Life doesn't always work out the way it should, but you're giving him love. That's what matters.
He adores you. He talks about you like you're a superhero.
Then I guess I better live up to it, huh?
You already have.
Thank you, Amelia. Really.
Thank you, Arthur, for trusting me, for everything.
Take care of him. That's all I ask.
I will. I swear it.
I know you will.
Hey, just wanted to give you a heads up. I'm extending my little getaway by another week. Things are just too good down here to leave yet. I figured you might say something like that. Come on, don't be like that. I know you're loving your little babysitting adventure with Mikey. He's such a good kid when he's not whining, right? Honestly, you should be thanking me for giving you some excitement. You're right about one thing, Pam. Mikey is a good kid. A much better person than most adults I know. Aw, see? You're welcome. Anyway, tell him Mommy says hi and that I'll bring him back something awesome. Maybe a little sombrero or a piñata or something cute like that. I think he'd rather have you home, but I suppose that was never part of your plan. Oh my gosh, you're so dramatic. It's not like he's even going to remember this when he's older. Kids bounce back. And besides, I'm gonna be rolling in money soon. He'll thank me later when I can give him everything he wants. About that. What? About what? If you're about to give me another guilt trip, don't even bother. I know Arthur would want me to enjoy myself. I mean, not like he's going anywhere. He's just lying there. Arthur passed away 3 nights ago, Pam. Wait, what? You're kidding, right? I wouldn't joke about something like that. Seriously? No one told me. What the hell? I should have been the first to know. Maybe if you'd picked up your phone once in a while, you would have known sooner. Ugh, whatever. It's sad, I guess, but honestly, not the worst timing. At least now I can finally move on with my life. And hey, silver lining, right? I mean, between the life insurance and the inheritance, I'm gonna be set for life. About that, too. What now? Don't tell me there's some ridiculous delay in the paperwork or something. Arthur rewrote his will last month. You were removed entirely. You won't be seeing a penny, Pam. What? No. No, that's impossible. He wouldn't do that to me. I'm his wife. He did exactly that. His lawyer read it out yesterday. You get nothing. Not the house, not the money, not even the car. No. This has to be some kind of mistake. I'm entitled to something. I'm his wife. You were his wife in name only. Arthur knew about the old friend you've been reconnecting with. He knew a lot more than you thought he did. That's not... No one can prove anything. He can't just cut me off because of rumors. They weren't rumors, Pam, and he didn't cut you off for rumors. He cut you off because when he needed you most, you left. Everyone saw it. Everyone knows. You don't understand. I needed a break. I was stressed. I was hurting too. Arthur needed his family, Pam. You gave him your absence. He gave you what you earned. This isn't fair. I deserve something. I put up with him for years. Arthur thought Mikey deserved better. That's why he made other arrangements. What are you talking about? Mikey's my son. I'm his mother. I'll take him back when I get home, and we'll move into a nice place together, and everything will be fine. No, Pam. Arthur's will names me as Mikey's legal guardian. What? He didn't trust you to raise him, Pam. Not after what he saw. Not after what you showed him. You can't do this to me. He is my son. I'm his mother. Arthur didn't want Mikey dragged around from hotel to hotel or left with strangers while you chased your next thrill. He wanted Mikey to have a real home, stability, love. This is insane. I'll fight this. I'll get a lawyer. I'll sue you for custody. You're welcome to try, but I should probably mention something else first. What? What else could you possibly throw at me? Child abandonment charges were filed this morning. What? No, you can't be serious. The court has statements from neighbors, from Mikey's teacher, even from the airport records showing you left the country without arranging care. But you were watching him. I left him with you. Without asking, without consent, without legal permission. That's abandonment under the law, Pam. No. You can't do this to me. You can't take everything. I didn't take anything, Pam. You gave it away, piece by piece, all by yourself. Please, Amelia, come on. We can work something out. I'll come back right now, today. I'll be better. I'll change. It's too late. Arthur gave you more chances than you deserved. And Mikey deserves better than more broken promises. But he's my baby. I'm his mom. You should have remembered that before you walked. and I intend to prove Arthur right.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Jeremy, please, please come back. I'm begging you. This is all a huge misunderstanding. You didn't see what you think you saw.
Really? Pretty sure I know exactly what I walked in on.
It's not like that, I swear. He's just a colleague, Jeremy. We were talking about a project for work. That's all it was.
Oh, is that how you normally handle work meetings at your company? Naked, in the dark, in our bed?
Wait, you actually saw us? You really saw?
Yeah, Becky, I saw everything I needed to see.
But it was dark. You couldn't have seen clearly. Maybe you thought you saw something that wasn't happening.
I didn't need to see anything. I could hear it loud and clear.
Oh my God, you could hear us?
From the front porch. I didn't even have to step inside. You two were making enough noise to wake the whole neighborhood.
I didn't realize. I mean, we couldn't have been that loud, could we?
You weren't exactly whispering about office supplies, Becky. I heard exactly where he was planning to put certain things. And trust me, nobody was talking about reorganizing filing cabinets.
Jeremy, please. It's not what you think. You're twisting everything around. You caught one moment and you're blowing it up into something it's not.
I didn't catch one moment. I caught a whole performance. And you weren't acting like someone caught by surprise either. You were pretty into it, Becky.
Please don't say that. Please just come back and talk to me. You don't know the whole story.
I know enough.
No, you don't. There's more you need to hear. Things you don't understand yet. If you just give me the chance, I can explain everything.
I can't talk right now.
Jeremy, please. Don't just walk away from this. We need to talk. If you listen to me, really listen, I know you'll see it differently.
Somehow I doubt that.
Please, I'm begging you. Jeremy, don't leave it like this. Give me a chance to explain myself face to face, please.
And I'm sorry, Jeremy. No one deserves to go through that. Thanks. But honestly, it's fine. I've known something was going on for a long time. Tonight just made it official. I'm past being shocked. Still, it's a rough thing. Most men would be losing it right now. Maybe doing something they'd regret. I went through all that a while ago. Shock, anger, denial, trying to fix what was already broken. Now I'm just numb, I guess. Detached. I knew it would come to this eventually. You're stronger than most. I've seen guys fall apart over less, and you're standing there like you already made peace with it. Because I have. I already lived through the worst part when I first realized what she was doing. Tonight wasn't a surprise. It was just confirmation. Still, facing it like that, walking in and seeing it with your own eyes, that's a different level of hurt even if you knew. Yeah, maybe. But weirdly, it didn't hit me the way I thought it would. I wasn't angry. I wasn't even sad. It was more like finally flipping the last page in a bad book I should have stopped reading months ago. She tried to spin it. Of course, said it was all a misunderstanding, just a project meeting. Apparently, her company holds brainstorming sessions without clothes now. That's a bold management style. Yeah, the kicker was the guy. He saw me, looked right at me, no fear, no apology, no trying to hide anything. He just smirked like it was funny I showed up. Considering some of the stuff Becky's been saying lately, that's not surprising. Yeah, that thought crossed my mind too. I know she's been spinning whatever story she needed to justify it. Maybe he really thinks he's the victim here. Maybe he thinks I was in on it. Could be. People believe what they want to believe when it's convenient. Doesn't really matter either way. I saw enough to know exactly who I'm dealing with on both sides. So, you ready to make your move? Yeah, I'm done waiting, done hoping she'll suddenly wake up and realize what she's throwing away. I gave her every chance and she burned them all. It's time to bring the hammer down. You've already got everything lined up. Documentation, timeline, evidence, witnesses if we need them. Once you give the green light, we're rolling. Good. I don't want to waste any more time. Every minute I stay tied to her is a minute I'm letting her win. Once we file, the ball's in your court. You'll be setting the terms, not her. Exactly what I want. No more playing defense. No more letting her control the story. You sure you don't want to take a night to cool off before we start? Nah, waiting won't change anything. I'm as clear-headed as I've ever been. This isn't anger talking, Clark. I'm just done. All right, we'll move first thing in the morning. I'll file the paperwork myself to make sure it's airtight. Thanks. I appreciate you standing by me through all this. Anytime. You did the hard part, Jeremy. All I'm doing is making it official. Feels All right, Becky, I'm ready to talk now.
Jeremy? Oh my God. I can't even tell you how happy I am to hear from you. I knew you just needed a little time to cool down, to think everything through. You've always been the reasonable one between us. I knew you wouldn't just throw everything away over one stupid mistake.
I'm ready to talk, that's it.
Talking is good, Jeremy. That's how we fix things. We talk, we figure it out, and we come back stronger. I've been thinking about what I'm going to say all night. I know exactly how to explain everything. Once you hear me out, you'll understand. I know you will.
We'll see.
We've been through too much to let it end like this. We have history. We have memories. We have a life together. You're not just going to walk away from all that, Jeremy. I know you better than that. Deep down, you still love me. You wouldn't be texting me otherwise.
Are you still at home right now?
Yep, I never left. I stayed up half the night waiting for you to come walking through the door. I knew you would. I knew you couldn't stay away forever.
Okay, I'm heading over now.
Now? Oh my God, okay. Give me like 10 minutes. I'll get everything ready. I'm so excited, Jeremy. You have no idea. I've been praying for this all night. You're doing the right thing, baby. I know it.
You're hiding already? That's rich, Becky. After what I walked in on last night, I honestly didn't think you had any shame left. Guess I was wrong. You do know how to be embarrassed, just not when it actually matters.
What the hell, Jeremy? You were supposed to come here alone. Who is that guy and why is he in our house? Why would you bring someone with you if you actually wanted to fix things?
Why would you think I'd come alone? After what you pulled, after the show you put on, you really thought I was just gonna walk in here with my arms wide open? Come on, Becky, you can't possibly be that delusional.
Because you said you were ready to talk. I thought you realized what we have is worth saving. I thought you were coming here to kiss and make up. How else was I supposed to take it?
Kiss and make up? After what I saw you doing with your mouth last night, Becky, you can go ahead and take kissing off the table permanently. I wouldn't touch you again if you paid me.
You're such a jerk. You think this is funny? You're standing there laughing at me while our entire marriage is falling apart. You have no idea what you're doing.
I'm not laughing, Becky. Trust me, there's nothing funny about any of this. If anything, I'm surprised you're hiding. Last night you weren't exactly concerned about who saw you naked. Guess it only bothers you when you're not the one calling the shots.
Shut up! Just stop it and tell me who that guy is. I deserve to know who you dragged in here to watch you tear me down.
His name's Clark. He's an old college buddy of mine. These days, he's one hell of a divorce attorney. Figured I'd save us both some time and bring him along so we can skip the usual fake tears and promises.
What? You're divorcing me? You actually brought a lawyer here? Are you out of your mind? How could you even think about doing this after everything we've been through?
That's exactly why I brought him, because there's nothing left to talk about, Becky. Clark's here to walk you through how this is going to go. Step by step, nice and simple. You wanted a conversation? This is it.
You're blowing everything way out of proportion. It was one mistake, Jeremy. One stupid night. It didn't mean anything. We can fix it if we just sit down like adults and talk.
One night? You think what we're talking about is one night? You really think you were quiet enough, smart enough, careful enough to sell that lie after last night? I know exactly who I'm dealing with now, Becky, and I'm done pretending.
You're supposed to love me no matter what. That's what marriage is about. You fight for each other. You don't just give up the second things get hard.
Marriage is about trust, Becky. It's about loyalty, not whatever you were doing on your knees last night. You killed our marriage. I'm just putting it in the ground. Now get out of our bedroom and let's talk.
I'm not coming out. Not like this. I'm not going to sit there while you two attack me. If you want to divorce me so badly, you could do it without humiliating me.
You have 5 minutes to get dressed and come out here, or we do this by text. Either way, it's happening today.
No, I'm not moving. You could send your stupid lawyer in here if you want. I'm not giving you the satisfaction of seeing me beg.
Suit yourself. Clark's already got the paperwork sorted out. You'll be talking for a while, so I hope you've got your phone charged up. Clark Whitmore, I'm Jeremy's legal representative, and I'll be handling all further communication between you and my client.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't have anything to say.
I would strongly advise against ignoring me. Failure to engage in legal proceedings can have serious consequences, including default judgments entered against you without your side being heard. I'm giving you the courtesy of a direct conversation first.
Whatever. What do you want?
I'm reaching out to inform you that Jeremy will be initiating a defamation lawsuit against you. You are being sued for severe and ongoing damage to his reputation.
He's gonna sue me? He can't do that. I never defamed him.
On the contrary, Becky, we can prove that you've been making defamatory statements about Jeremy to multiple third parties, both verbally and in writing. Your actions were deliberate, malicious, and intended to cause him public humiliation and personal loss.
I didn't do anything wrong. I never said anything that wasn't true.
Becky, let's not waste time. We know exactly what you've been telling the men you've involved yourself with. You've been informing them that Jeremy likes to watch, so they wouldn't feel guilty about engaging with you while you were still legally married. That statement alone is highly defamatory. It falsely attributes to Jeremy deviant sexual interests that he never consented to and exposes him to public ridicule and reputational harm.
You're twisting things. It's not like that.
It is precisely like that. Moreover, we are aware that you not only involved multiple men from your company, but that you also recorded these encounters and posted them online. You monetized the videos without Jeremy's knowledge or consent, profiting directly from the lies you told.
How the hell do you even know about that?
Word gets around when you create a reputation for yourself, Becky. There's an entire network built around your activities and around the idea that Jeremy is some pathetic man who enjoys watching his wife with other people. That false narrative has been devastating to his personal and professional life.
This is insane. It wasn't supposed to get out that...
Whether you intended it or not is irrelevant. The damage is done, and now you're gonna be held accountable for it.
What's he gonna do to me? I mean, what are you gonna do?
First, Jeremy will be suing you for defamation. You will be liable for all damages related to his need to relocate to a different city, change careers if necessary, and rebuild his life from scratch. You will also face punitive damages meant to punish particularly egregious misconduct.
No way. You can't get that much money out of me. That's crazy.
Given that you monetized the videos, Becky, the damage calculations are significantly higher. You didn't just spread falsehoods, you profited from them. Based on precedent, you're looking at several $1 million in damages at a minimum.
Several million? No, that's everything I have. This isn't how it was supposed to happen. I was gonna keep doing it for a few more years, then quit and live comfortably. You're gonna wipe me out.
You made those choices, Becky. You built your plan on exploitation and lies. Now you face the consequences.
I wasn't gonna hurt him. I wasn't planning to stick around anyway. I was gonna divorce him and move on. I wasn't gonna keep him tied up in it forever.
You were planning to divorce him. Good to hear it confirmed, although honestly, we already knew.
Wait a minute. I didn't mean that. I'm gonna stay with him. I was gonna quit doing the videos and tell him everything before too much longer. I swear. Don't twist my words to mean something they don't.
Becky, there's no twisting required. You made your intentions and your contempt crystal clear. There's nothing you can say or do now to undo what's already been set in motion.
Please, please don't do this to me. I'll do anything. Tell Jeremy I'll settle. I'll give him a share. We can work something out.
Jeremy isn't interested in a settlement. He's interested in justice. He's interested in seeing you held accountable.
I'm begging you, please, have mercy. Please.
Mercy? Becky, you're asking a lawyer? Over an hour, Becky. How much longer are you planning to hide in there? You're not exactly helping your case.
I'm not coming out. I know my parents are out there. I'm not giving them the satisfaction of seeing me like this.
They're not here for a show, Becky. They're here to finally see their daughter for who she really is. And honestly, you're just making yourself look worse by hiding.
Shut up! You don't get to judge me. This is between me and Jeremy, not them.
Actually, Becky, I'm the one who called them. Figured they might be interested in seeing what kind of double life their daughter's been living behind their backs.
You had no right! That's none of their business. This was supposed to stay between us.
It was never going to stay between us, Becky. You made sure of that the second you started recording yourself and putting it out there for the world. You think something like this stays secret forever? No! It always gets out eventually, and I'm making sure it gets out on my terms. Clark is hooking me up with some of his buddies in media. I'm gonna sell the exclusive rights to tell my story.
You're disgusting! You're seriously going to drag me through the mud? You're going to make yourself look pathetic just to humiliate me?
Look, I've already been humiliated, Becky. You made sure of that when you told every guy you slept with that I liked to watch. At this point, why not make something useful out of it?
You're seriously planning to sell the story? To the tabloids? To TV?
You bet. I'm not stupid. They pay good money for trash like this. And why shouldn't I cash in? I'm the one who took all the hits while you raked in subscription fees behind my back. At least now I can use the lawsuit money and the interviews to set myself up somewhere new, far away from everything you poisoned.
You're sick. You're going to get rich while I'm stuck miserable and broke?
You don't get to cry about fairness now, Becky. You made your bed. You just thought you'd never have to sleep in it. Seeing as though, you never did. It was all over. The judge barely even blinked before awarding me $3 million in damages from Becky. Honestly, it felt more like a formality than a fight. She never had a chance. That wasn't even the end of it either. Once the media caught wind of the whole story, the offers started pouring in. Interviews, book deals, documentaries, you name it. I ended up selling the rights to my side for $10 million. $10 million, just to set the record straight. The best part? Nobody shamed me for what happened. Nobody laughed at me. The entire world aimed their rage squarely at Becky, right where it belonged. The news reports didn't just tell the story, they completely repaired the damage she tried to do to my name. It was like getting my life back, piece by piece. Even with everything going right, though, I'm not sticking around in the spotlight. I've had enough attention for one lifetime. It's time to disappear for a while, somewhere far away, somewhere peaceful, somewhere hers will never reach me again.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.